Is this?
We tried this Saturday, March 28th, and sometime next hour after the 5 o'clock.
Do you have a report of what the winds are now?
Okay, before taxi, MFD check databases, that's good.
About 3 minutes, I can ask one of the Skyhawks.
Fuel totalizer, how many gallons were left?
We had about 48, a normal load on board.
Okay. Navcom 1 and 2.
West of the Grand Forks VOR. For full version, contact flight service. PIREP at 2015 Zulu during descent to runway 17 right. King Air 90 reported bases 2,500 overcast, tops 4,100. Flight mixed ice, temperature -2. Use caution for numerous flocks of birds in the vicinity of the Grand Forks Airport. Radar service available, Grand Forks approach 132.3. Advise initial contact, information Zulu. Grand Forks Tower information Zulu, 205 Zulu. Wind 160 at 11, visibility 10. Ceiling 2,100 overcast. Temperature 2, dew point -2, altimeter 3009er. RNAV, runway 17 right approaching use, landing and departing runway 17 right and runway 17 left. Notice Chairman, temporary flight restriction 7 miles west of the Grand Forks VOR. For full version, contact flight service. PIREP at 2015 Zulu during descent to runway 17 right. King Air 90 reported bases 2,500 overcast, tops 4,100. Flight mixed ice, temperature -2. Use caution for numerous flocks of birds in the vicinity of the Grand Forks Airport. Radar service available, Grand Forks approach 132.3. Advise initial contact, information Zulu.
Okay. Navcom 1 and 2 set. GPS check signal. We're not using a flight plan today?
Put a flight plan in.
Okay.
Ooh. Lima, Delta. Oh. One, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Audio panel is set, flight instruments set, and check. Are they going to have a different VFR departure procedure?
We'll probably do a little bit of the low VFR departure, but based on how not busy it is, we'll probably get right on course right away.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll just stay below the clouds.
Alright.
Which would be 4 miles, and then...
Okay. And CDI soft key is on GPS. Okay, we're going to expect runway 17 left for a...
7 right, probably. But,
sorry, yeah, 17 right. Or, is it north or
south? We're going to be south-west departure here.
Alright, let me just open this. It's been a while since I've had to use it.
Here, I'll take that. You got it? Looking at, or kilo here.
So that's going to be southwest.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to expect runway 17 right for a southwest departure. Our takeoff distance is 865 feet on the ground, 1,480 over a 50-foot obstacle. Our liftoff speed is going to be 48 knots with 10 degrees of flaps. Our initial climb speed is going to be 62 for short field and 74 for normal. If we have an engine failure immediately after takeoff, or during takeoff roll, we'll stop on the runway and follow the engine failure during takeoff roll checklist. If we have an engine failure immediately after takeoff, we'll land straight ahead and follow the engine failure immediately after takeoff. If we have an engine failure in flight, we'll follow the engine failure in flight checklist. Our taxi route for runway 17 right from Charlie Ramp is going to be Uniform Bravo Alpha Alpha 1. We will be going through the UND hotspot. We'll do our run up before the intersection of Bravo and Alpha. we'll hold short Alpha 1. Any questions?
No questions, sir.
Grand Forks ground, C172 is on Charlie ramp with Zulu for a southwest departure, request traffic advisories.
C76 Grand Forks ground, 017 standard taxi, squawk 0140.
17 left, squawk 0140, Sioux 76. They gave us,
Yeah, I'm going to double check. And ground verify 17 left for a shorter taxi. For Sioux 76.
For Sioux 76.
Yeah.
Ground Sioux 74 at runway 17 right, back to Charlie ramp.
That's 75 on 9 left.
Well, shorter taxi, that's it.
okay.
I cut him off.
274, 9 left.
Alright, then our taxi route is going to be Uniform Bravo. We'll do our run up before the intersection of Charlie Bravo.
Bravo 1,
We'll
274.
passing through the UND hotspot. Okay, altitude and handing bugs are set. Transponder sit. I'll check my brakes first, then you.
Right, sounds good.
And we are clear left, clear straight.
9 left,
Right,
Bravo 1
going left.
274.
274, affirmative, runway 9 left, Bravo.
The brakes are good.
The brakes are good. You have flight controls.
I have flight controls going left.
Mind if I do something to your sectional here?
Go ahead.
Gonna tear it up. I want to show you. But you know this already, but.
Hold it backwards.
Kind of. There's a way you can fold it so it always opens to Grand Forks. I was also taught to crinkle up your sectional real tight and then unball it and crinkle it again a couple times. Do it like that. They make it very softer, more pliable.
Oh yeah.
And it's easier to unfold it and pull it out. But some people just so I don't like to do it, but
Yeah.
some people who do that.
I would feel bad just crumpling it into a ball.
I know. Take an expired one, try it, see if you like it.
And clear left, clear right, going left.
Right, so now I have your sectional here just like this. You send your kneeboard, and then when you need to use it.
Oh my god.
Life is now made easy. Except for when you need to get over here to like the other practices, but then that's just a matter of like running ahead there.
And clear right, clear straight. Pick left, no factor, going straight.
It's a sleepy day around here.
It is. Because of the clouds?
Just nobody's flying. I mean, our lesson, luckily, we don't have any maneuvers. It's navigation and then the next few flight lessons after this are
Afternoon, Grand Forks Flagship 3754, like to pick up our clearance to Minneapolis.
Flagship 3754,
clear left,
Grand Forks
clear right,
ground,
going right.
cleared to the Minneapolis airport is filed. Maintain 3000. Expect level 250 10 minutes after your departure. Departure frequency is 118.1. Squawk is 4547.
As filed, maintain 3000, expect 250 10 minutes after departures on 18-1, squawk 4547.
And flight instruments all checked.
3754.
Flagship 3754, read back, correct?
Alright, run up checklist, parking brakes set, circuit breakers check. And they are all in, mixture set. Throttle to 1800. Hold the ailerons, please.
I got the ailerons.
And magneto switch check. Top of 40, back to both. Top of 50, back to both. Engine instruments check, they are all in the green with the exception of the oil temp. Annunciators are non-illuminated, throttle idle. And back to both. Back to 1000, excuse me. Auto friction lock adjust, elevator trim set for takeoff. Make sure readjust for taxi, we'll leave it rich as we're almost at the runway and parking brake. Clear left, clear straight, clear right, going straight. Grand Forks Tower, C172 is holding short of runway 17 left, ready for departure.
276 Grand Forks Tower, standby.
Response, no response.
Copy 763 on Whiskey Sod, close traffic.
Capture 763, Whiskey Sod, cleared for takeoff.
Copy 763, clear for takeoff.
They always do such a steep approach for their accuracy landings.
276, runway 17 left, line up and wait.
Line for wait, runway 17 left, 276.
Yeah, they do power offs. I think they do. I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
1 turn right, Charlie 2, contact on.
Alpha Charlie 2 over the ground, 216 for help.
Capture 763, Whiskey Sod, cleared to land.
Copy 763, clear to land, Whiskey Sod.
Is it normal?
Just normal. We'll start with that.
Okay.
276, runway 17 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 17 left, 276. Airspeed alive. 40 knots.
Traffic. Traffic.
Rotate. Positive rate over 65
Traffic.
sub.
There's a bald eagle in the pattern.
276, turn right on course southwestbound.
Right on course southwest, 276. At 1,000 feet climb. Checklist flaps up, aircraft lights as required.
Okay, I want you to go ahead and activate direct to more. Go.
Helicopter 64, hotel requesting southwest low departure.
And make sure set rich for the climb.
Copter 64 Hotel, Charlie Sod, cleared for takeoff, Cenex, departure.
Charlie Sod, clear for takeoff, Copter 64 Hotel.
And how high do you want to climb?
I don't know. There's kind of a cloud layer.
276, contact departure.
Clearing out right now. Departure 276. Just kind of where we're at. Let's kind of keep climbing here for a few minutes.
Okay.
Or just a few hundred feet. I want to see how extensive this layer is. Go ahead and call departure.
Grand Forks departure 276, climbing 2,600.
276, Grand Forks departure, radar contact, transition to the TFR is approved.
Transition through the TFR is approved, 276.
Why don't we go back down to 23 or 25 and approach 276. Can we get transition through the Delta as well?
276, approved as requested.
Thank you. All right, sir. We're cleared through the Delta and through the TFR. Let's get back down to about 2,200 or so. We're just going to keep it today. Okay. All right, sir. I want you to track outbound on the 260 degree radial from the Grand Forks VOR.
Okay.
Now we're going to track outbound on that VOR radial.
Outbound on the, which one?
260 degree.
King Air 260 Delta, contact tower 118.4, good day.
Oh, 250, that must have been what I meant. I'm trying to get it from the sectional here. Those bars again. 425, oh, yep, yep. 525. Alright. Sure. Have two. Have you ever been over to the Air Force Base?
I flew over it on my solo cross country, Rose Lake, but.
Oh, right there. This road, that kind of the exit off of the highway here. There's like a big old B-52 and then some other aircraft. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, I see it there.
They're like right there on display.
Yeah.
I was actually flying here last week, doing an approach. And they had the UAS, the Global Hawk. It was in the pattern.
Oh,
it was flying right behind me. It's kind of cool watching him out the window.
Is there any heat per chance?
Very cold. My
hands
ears
are a little bit.
Yeah, I know. So my ears are burning up for some reason. It turned into a little bit more overcast layer over here.
Yeah.
A little bit more broken, I guess.
Do they always fire that, the cannon?
They have been for the past few weeks with all the migratory fowl moving north now. So, yeah, it's pretty new. Well, you don't see it at night. I don't hear it at night as much, but this time of day, I think it's just on a timer. It just fires a cannon all day long.
Or they like to train the birds to not go?
It's supposed to just scare them away. Yeah,
okay.
They just don't get near. I don't know if it trains them. The birds still get pretty close, so.
Yeah.
I know last year we had a pretty big problem with birds, multiple bird strikes.
Yeah, like in the fall when I was flying around, there was quite a few times just like in the pattern when you'd have to be like fighter jet maneuvers to avoid the birds.
And you're flying at low altitude like this, there's nothing wrong with it. That's why we have these VFR rules and class Gulf airspace, etc. But we do want to check our minimum safe altitude in our quadrant here, which this one right here is 15. Moving at 24. And kilo, looks like. Uh, 24 must be down here. Really, we'd want to be at about 24. I could say you're reasonably safe at 22.
Yeah.
Right, let's turn and track inbound here. I want you to track inbound on the 080 degree radial. So let's just fly just do a nice turn to the north here, and then we'll track inbound. It looks like they got more snow out here.
Do you want a standard rate turn, or?
Oh, let's do standard rate turn.
Yes. Was that a yes?
Oh.
Okay, sorry.
What you did here was you did go to CDI, OBS, and this does turn this into an OBS.
Yeah, I thought you were referencing from.
We don't typically do that. There's just no need to.
Yeah.
Right? I've never really found a reason to turn that into an OBS. I mean, you have your, sure, if you want to, but I've never really found a good reason to turn an OBS. So, unless you wanted to create like your own instrument approach. And to Larimore here, we could turn that into the course, and you can make your own VFR approach in there. But, you know, otherwise, just come back around here. Larimore traffic 276, Skyhawk 2200. We are 2 miles northwest of the field. We coming in for stop and go landings here in Northwood, Larimore traffic 276. Okay, sir, line up with the runway here. Now that you've got yourself established, I can see you understand the VOR.
Okay.
And we just make a straight in for the runway here. I think you can set yourself up for a landing on that.
Where is it?
You're right there. You're going to want to reduce that power quite a bit here.
Oh, is this it right here?
Yep. Let's add 5
wow.
to get ourselves. Just want to see if you can make that work.
That's short.
Field landing. There you go. Nice. You can't go around, but I just want to see if you. Careful with that snow on the runway there. When you land, not too much brakes. Again, sounds good. Worth a shot. Let's go around. We'll join the right traffic pattern here.
And what was the pattern altitude?
1800.
Yeah, okay. On a short field landing?
Let's give that a shot. Like I said, careful with the drifted snow or the runway there. When you touch down, just, I guess, off the brakes until we know we're kind of ease onto the brakes until we know we got solid footing.
Okay, and I'll probably try and land past the first part of the runway where there's all that drifted snow too.
That's fine with me.
Flaps full, approach stabilize.
Nice. Mostly wet, very slick. Alright. You can do a short field takeoff with the winds.
What is it?
We got a 10 knot headwind. Do you think we can make a short field takeoff?
How long is the runway?
We're pretty much right in the middle of it. Halfway. 28. We have about 15 to 1600 feet left. What's our ground roll?
The ground roll is 848. 865.
Is that with a headwind?
No, that was not with a headwind.
With a headwind, it's probably around 600. Stripe, it's about 50 feet. We got enough room.
You have enough room? Okay.
You're skilled enough, we can do it. If we don't think so, we abort the takeoff.
Right.
Are we alive already? 30. 40. To rotate. Nice and easy. You are, we have liftoff. Continue up, maintain 56. There you go, we're clear of the tree line, clear of the obstacle. That's how you do a short field takeoff.
Okay. Positive rate over 60. Larimore traffic, C172 is base to final runway 12 Larimore.
Larimore Farm.
I was kind of combining Larimore and final together.
Oh, Larimore Finals. All right.
That's full approach stabilized.
You're good. You're good on power right there. We don't have to be... For lagging just below 60s, if we get close to the runway, we're doing good. There we go. Nice and easy under the runway here. Don't worry about float, just make it nice and smooth. Back to center line. In this case, we're going to just flip a U-wing, run back there, because we're also going to do a soft field takeoff. That also takes quite a bit.
All right.
Right over this spot here. Add power. Go.
Larimore traffic 276 is back taxiing on runway 12 Larimore.
We do have like a little bit of a crosswind. It's just blowing us off to the right a little bit. Well, let's try another landing. We can make it a normal landing.
Okay.
If we want to. Let's try another landing where we the center line right on.
That is kind of slippery.
Yeah. Those things, we'd be okay landing on it. Probably not okay braking on it. Alright, let's do a soft field takeoff here.
Okay. Airspeed alive.
All right, nice job.
Larimore traffic, 276 is final runway 12, Larimore. And flaps full, approach stabilized.
Nice job. Let's conserve some of the runway here.
And do you want to do short field or?
Now let's do short field.
Okay. Speed alive. Rotate.
Get clear of our obstacle.
Okay. Larimore traffic, 276 is right downwind, runway 12, Larimore.
Manoma traffic, Twin Cessna 320, Sierra Kilo, turning base 17 Manoma.
A good trick for keeping a short field landing short is to come in high and make that angle of approach to your aim point higher. You're going to come down and you're going to have a lot of momentum pulling you into the ground. So when you flare, it's going to keep you going. Versus a low approach where you flare, you'll float more.
Okay.
High, you got more momentum. Pulls you in, you'll flare, touchdown. Gives you a little bit better sight image of your touchdown point and your aim point as well.
Okay.
The playoff is you're going to be, you have weight now adding to your airspeed on final. So you're going to maintain 61 knots, you're going to have to fly with less power because you now have weight pulling you down. So in the playoff, you wouldn't use a normal power setting if you come in high.
Okay.
You pick an aim point and then come in a little bit higher than usual.
Okay.
Just make sure you keep your power back.
Okay, and again, I'll aim past the snow drifts, just...
Yep, that's fine with me, especially if you're going to apply those brakes when we land. Past the snowdrift is fine with me. There you go. Now it's going to feel extra high, but it's going to give you a better picture. I see that first full stripe on the runway there, right after those snowdrifts. Let's aim for that stripe there.
Okay.
Just nosedive for that spot there.
Larimore traffic, 276 is final runway 12, Larimore.
Get your power back. There you go. You're going to pretty much just be going whoosh. Just like the Skyhawk was doing, or that airplane was doing when we were taking off. This is exactly how they do their technique here. A little bit of power to maintain that airspeed as we come down. Really just letting the airplane go right to that spot there. Now as we get over the runway, start reducing that power and letting it slow down to a little bit below 60. There you go. Bring the nose up, start flattening it out. Alright, keep a little bit of power in. For idle. There. Boom. I don't know, did you see the difference on that? How that worked?
Yeah.
Come in high, and then flatten it out, and then land. Actually, this is our shortest landing distance we've had. So, let's do one more.
Okay.
Let's try that one more time.
Short field takeoff?
Yeah, short field takeoff. Let's try that. Let's try that technique one more time with the high approach.
Okay,
high
I'm
approach
just going to
angle.
straighten out a little bit on the runway here. Quick. Airspeed alive. Forty knots. Rotate.
Are we clear of the trees? That technique is, I find it very useful for trying to get a short field landing done.
Yeah.
Well, let's try it again there. The biggest problem is power control. So we want to leave a little bit of power in to carry ourselves just over that aim point, but then cut the power out pretty much as we begin to fly over the aim point so that the airplane begins to sink, and you fight back from the sink by flaring. So the airplane continues to sink, you begin to flare, and you just whoosh, right onto the touchdown point.
Okay. Larimore, traffic 276 is base to final, runway 12, Larimore.
A little too high, but we're going to correct for it by just taking that power out, letting yourself sink. It's still going for that aim point. By the time you get a little bit lower, you're going to need to add just a little bit of power in. Okay.
All right.
So a little bit, just to kind of keep that descent rate in control. Okay. You're controlling your descent with power, not so much with pitch. You're using control wheel here to aim for your aim point. Okay, there's your aim point right up here. Begin cutting our idle. Bring that flare up. Oh, right there. Shut. 1, 2, we stopped at about 200 feet. That's a headwind. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and head back to Grand Forks.
Okay. Airspeed alive. Forty knots. Rotate.
Excellent, and we're clear of the trees over here.
Larimore, traffic 276 is going to be departing back to Grand Forks. Last call, Larimore.
All right, sir.
-3, caution for birds, radar service available, Grand Forks approach 132.3, advise initial contact, you have Alpha. Grand Forks confirmation, Alpha 2153 Zulu. Wind 160 at 13, visibility 10, ceiling 2,700 overcast, temperature 2, dew point -2, altimeter 3008. RNAV, runway 17 right approaching you, landing and departing on 17 right and left. Notice your M and TFRs on Flex 7 West Grand Forks VOR. Pilot report at 2131 Zulu, landing Grand Forks is CRJ 900. Reported base is 2,800, tops 4,500 overcast, light rime ice, temperature -3. Use caution for birds, radar service available, Grand Forks approach 132.3. Advise initial contact, you have Alpha.
Grand Forks approach 276 inbound with Alpha.
276 Grand Forks approach, squawk 0123.
0123 276.
C172 radar contact 17 miles southwest of the Grand Forks VOR 2200. Enter via Watergate.
Enter via Watergate, C176. Get transition through the Delta and the Bravo, or in the TF.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him here. And approach 276, can we get just direct to the airport through the Delta here at the Air Force Base?
276 approved as requested.
Thank you. Alright, use your GPS.
How do you get the...
Get clear. Alright, scroll left. Alright, clear again. Alright, left with the little knob. There you go. You can select it from your flight plan, nearest, one of those.
Okay, there you go.
I've got going all the way to Watergate. It's like 10 miles south of the airport.
Yeah. And just to fly all the way back up and around the airport.
Grand Forks International Information, Bravo, current observation 2253 Zulu, wind 16012, visibility 17,000 scattered, sailing 2,900, overcast, temperature 2, dew point -2, altimeter 3008, runway 17 still in use, expect RNAV approach.
Alright, I was kind of anticipating flying towards there.
Oh, you're good. You know how to use the diamond track though, right?
Yeah. Okay. The diamond is your track and corrected for wind.
Switch to your VOR, tell me what radio we're on.
248 or
9.
49.
249, yeah. Okay. It's our course though.
Our course is 069.
Alright, cool. So course is different. Now if we turned around, flipped the airplane around and we wanted to track out on the 259, what would our course be? Tracking outbound on the 259 course.
259.
Right. 259 radial, so our course would be 259. Now we're doing the opposite. We're on the 259 radial, but tracking inbound on the 069 course. Course agrees with the direction we're flying.
Yeah. Want me to track the 068 course? Or?
Just, you can use it just like you would the GPS, just follow it to their airport there.
Right.
276, squawk VFR, contact tower 118.4, good day.
VFR, contact tower 276, thanks.
Oh, you're sick. Hey, call him, let him know you're inbound full stop and that you're directly west of the field.
Okay.
Directly 7 miles west of the field here. You know, but...
Grand Forks Tower, 276, inbound full stop, and we are directly 7 miles directly west of the field.
276 Grand Forks Tower, you can continue direct to the airport, and you want the left side or the right side?
Let's take the left side, 276.
276, enter base runway 17 left, and expect clearance crossing the big runway.
Expect clearance to 17 left, or correction, enter base, runway 17 left, expect clearance crossing the big runway, 276. They got like a, what's the,
They're both
52 and then a militarized 707?
Yeah, whatever that is. I think they're just fuel tankers, I don't know. They use them for all sorts of things.
Are those just static displays though?
They're probably old aircraft that used to be working, but now they're just static. I've never been over to the Air Force Base. I really want to go someday. I'd probably leave. You know, you can call up and you can get tours of RAPCON and stuff like that. They'll let you You have to be American, but they won't let foreign students in, so.
My aunt and uncle used to live in Rapid City, South Dakota. So there's an Air Force base out there that they took me, and we just went and looked at like the static display aircraft that were outside.
That's pretty cool.
I want to say that's where they used to have a B-2 fleet or something there.
Really?
I don't know. That could be wrong.
I've been to Dover Air Force Base in Delaware. They have all the C-5s out there. Those things are huge, absolutely massive. Now that we get the runway in sight, just plan to go down to 1600 and then left base for runway 17 left, or right base for runway 17 left.
Why is this saying 59?
Oh, I think it's reversing your flight plan here. I don't know. There you go, it's back to normal. Down to 1600, and then just, we got the runways in sight, just kind of maneuver a little bit here to the left, northbound, and then we'll just shoot over for a base on 17.
Okay. And our approach briefing is going to be landing distance is 1,345 feet over 50 foot obstacle, ground rules 580 feet. Our approach speed is going to be 61 plus 5 minus 0.
Roger.
Okay.
Roger. Visibility is like dipping off out there.
Yeah. And this is going to be a normal landing.
Just plan to make a nice smooth exit on Charlie 2.
Okay.
276, runway 17 left, cleared to land.
Clear to land, 17 left, C172. I feel like it's not catching all, like the first thing I said.
276, runway 17 left, cleared to land.
17 left, cleared to land, 276. Sorry about that. I think the other mic is going out on this airplane.
Probably why.
Yeah, it's probably not. You just probably got to like kind of press the button a little bit different way to get it to. I've heard you do a couple readbacks and I didn't click in the mic. It's not up.
Window is annoying with the curved glass.
Oh, it like it makes my eyes hurt. I look through it and I'm like, the runway is not that blurry. It's like pretty intelligently designed because there's very little distortion, but it's just enough to bother you.
Yeah. Flaps full, approach stabilize.
Firm. A little earlier than expected. Oh, we got it.
276, turn right, Charlie 2, and then straight in my frequency.
Charlie 2, straight in your frequency, 276.
Yeah, it went that time. It's just a matter of finding the sweet spot.
That was bad. That land.
It was unexpectedly bad because everything about it was executed perfectly. And then
it pulled back and it didn't pull back as much as I thought it was going to.
Just boom. Okay, have you ever been flying on a commercial jet and the pilot just makes a really hard landing? Yeah. He probably has 5,000 hours, but he still makes hard landings, so I don't think much about it.
And after landing, pitot heat switch off aircraft lights as required. Make sure set red. Make sure lean, flaps up, and elevator trim set to take off. And clear left, clear right, going straight. Clear left, clear straight, going straight. That was probably my worst landing ever.
Really?
Yeah, I usually, I guess.
You are really good at landings. Like I feel really comfortable with your landing. You have really all over the airplane. Overall, you're a really solid pilot. 221 is a waste of time. You need to. I need to think of more challenging things for you to do.
I don't think I've ever bounced, like, more than maybe like an inch or so, or
barely come back off.
Yeah, but
some days though it's gusty and there's only so much you can do to make the airplane land. There's some days you just have to be like, okay, I give up landing smooth. I just need to land safe and like on my point, right? When it's that windy, a lot of crosswind, I give up on making it soft and smooth. I just go with, hey, be executed nice on the center line so that we can come to a nice full stop here. I'm far less concerned with smoothness part of it when it becomes gusty or windy.
Does it look like there's a spot up at the front?
Yep, that spot we pulled out of is still open if you want to go grab it. Otherwise, take whatever you want.
All right.
Dispatch Skyhawk 576, back no discrepancy.
Welcome back 576.
Oh, it is like dead calm. Nothing happening at the airport.
Usually, I was out here earlier flying and there's a couple people just putzing around, getting hours and doing this and that, but other than that, I haven't really. Kind of expected more people to kind of be out here doing like what we're doing. Some of these like short little local flights that you can squeeze in and get done, but.
On first one or second one? Or
go with this first one you see here on the left.
All right.
I see a little bit of blue sky.
Okay. Shut down cabin heat, air. Downing bus 1 and 2.